Hi, my name is Nate, and I'll be doing the walkthrough on this 2020 Solitude 310 GK. And we'll start right here from the front. This right here is the Morite anti-chucking system. It's a pretty nice hitch. Coming down here, we got this off-on switch. Now that's going to be for the lights up here in the front cap. If you can show them the lights on the front cap. Off on. All right. And then coming down here, looks like it is generator ready or generator prepped. So you can put a generator in here. Right up here is the Lippert components for the auto leveling. This is the hydraulic systems for that. Here is 2 deep cycle batteries right here, and we'll move on over here. So on this unit, we added the side cameras by Furion. Coming up under here, we have some lights up here, so at night, hopefully you don't hit your head on that. That's pretty cool. Here we have one of the propanes. The other side will be the other propane. Left, loosey, that's to open. Right, tight, that's to close. Right now they're open. And then on this side, it has the system where you can pick which tank you want to be on. So right now I have it set for the other side. Now I have it set for this side. As long as both tanks are open, it'll draw all the propane out of this tank, and then it will start drawing from the other side, even without you picking. I think it gives you the choice to pick, so if you want to keep track of how long your propane lasts for one tank, you have the choice to do that, so you can keep track. And then right over here, we have our electronic auto leveling system. To arm it, we just hit on, and see, as of now, we'll hit auto level. And then it'll automatically start leveling the coach. And when we're done leveling, if you want to retract, you would hit the retract button, pick which one, left, right, front, and then hit down. And it'll start retracting. And we'll go over that later when we're doing the hitching. Right here is your easy reel. So this is a powered reel for, you could put your power cord here. I like to put my hoses here, and then it'll automatically just reel them up for you. Right here is your central vac equipment, so your hoses for your central vac, and I'll show you the points in the coach where we put the central vac to use. This right here is your outdoor hose for your water. So right here we have a plug-in to plug in this hose to get water outside, and then there will also be one on the other side. Right here is your water filtration system. And up here is where you would, if you're at a park and they have cable or satellite, this is where you would plug that in. You also have power outlet right here. We also have a way to arm our water pump out here. And this right here does the lights that were under the slide. Okay? So, when we're putting water into the coach, this is for city water. So you would plug in the hose, and then you would come up here to city water and follow the directions. Okay, so right now it's set up for city water. Now if you want to do dry camping, you would move that, just follow this. So that would be down, that would be up, and that way. So now we're ready for dry camping, which is water for via the tank and the pump. If you want to power fill your tank, so you would just follow these directions, and now we're ready to power fill our tank. Right here is our black tank flush, okay? So you'd basically just plug in your hose, and it has a little sort of a sprinkler inside the black tank that'll go like, and it'll clean off the sensors from solids and say like poop and stuff that gets into the black tank. Also, this is for if you want to fill your freshwater tank. So we have the hose plugged in. We're not trying to do city water, but we're trying to power fill our tank. We still have our hose plugged in here, and we would just follow these directions. Right now I'm gonna put it back to city water, and there we go. So right down here is our valve for our tank. So here's our black tank valve, here's our gray 1 tank valve, and we have a gray 2 tank valve, and we would just pull those. Down here, so if you wanna run your hoses up through here, have them plugged in, and you wanna close the doors, this is how you would do that. So you can keep your doors shut. Right here is your water heater, okay? And you really shouldn't have to get inside here except push to reset, which is usually after winterizing, or also after you're done winterizing, you have a purge valve right here to get the air out of the water lines. Down here is your furnace exhaust. If you have the furnace on or your heat on, just try not to put anything against this because it gets hot. Okay, right here is our 50 amp plug-in. So this is where we would plug in our 50 amp cord. And then down here, so this is where we would put our blank tank hose. So after we have our hose hooked up to this, then we can pull our valves to start emptying the tanks. And moving on, this right here is your rear maintenance for your fridge. And then up there is also for maybe the freezer. So unless you're a tech or you know about maintaining these, this is the only reason why you would have to get down in there. Up there is the exhaust for our stovetop. And moving on, right here is where we can store our sewer hose. Okay, so you just open that and you can put your sewer hose right in here. And then since we're down here, if you can look, see that white pull tab? That's how you can empty your freshwater tank. Sometimes you can get to a couple 100 pounds of fresh water, and if you don't want it in there anymore, you just pull that tab and it'll empty right there. Coming to the rear, we have the Therian backup camera already set up, and it comes with a wireless screen for your truck. And moving on, let's see here. So we have our second awning, and it's a breakaway awning, so if water gets up there, it'll get heavy, and these arms will automatically break away, so the water will fall right out the side. Right here is our cool easy step. So it's on an assist right now, so you can just lift it up till it locks into place, and there you go. And then you just close your door and you're off. This unit's also equipped with a second awning up here with outside LED lights. Remember how I was talking about your second outdoor source of water? Here's the other plug-in for that. And then right here is just another power outlet for outside. Coming in here, we have our battery disconnect. So we're plugged in, but you still want to have this on because it'll create a circuit and it'll charge your batteries. Also, it helps from maybe blowing fuses. If you're towing the coach and have it plugged into your truck, leave this on because it will charge your batteries. The only reason you would need to turn this off is if you're storing it and you may have left some lights on and you just want everything shut off in the battery. So to turn it off, you would just twist it up to off, and then to make sure you would just pull that out just like that. Okay? And then here is one spot for our central vac. You can even turn it on right here. You would plug in the hose right there. If you want to open this, inside are the bags that'll store all the garbage. And that's how you would empty those bags. Right here, if you can kind of zoom in, so see any lights with this little pod right here? That means it's a motion sensor light. And all motion sensor lights will have an off setting, an on setting, and a motion sensor setting. So the on would just be notch 1. Off is O, and motion sensor setting will be on the 2 notches. And by that, you just have to look at the light switch, and then you'll see how those work. And right here is our second spot where our other propane tank is. We also have our outdoor speakers right here, and we We have cool slam latch doors with magnets now that hold them up. No more clips. And follow me, we'll go inside. So before I go up here, we're gonna go right down here. This is another spot where you would plug in your hose for your central vac. And right here is your fire extinguisher. Okay, and right here is where you control your max air vent, which is right above the stove. And you have different fan settings. It'll open it, and you can even just open the lid and not have the fan on with this. Right here is how you would set your temperatures, cooling and heating. So it's one button right here to switch it to cool and heat and fan. Okay, and then right here you can also go gas or electric heat. So this has a heat pump. That's pretty cool added feature. And then this up and down arrows is how you would set the temperature that you desire to have. And then right here, if you do add a generator, this is how you would start and stop the generator, and it keeps an hour meter here for you. Right here is your convenience center, or your information center. So right now battery would be full. Fresh tank. We have some fresh tank water in here. Black 2, gray, and then gray 2. Our water heater, this is how we would arm it. So this is gas, this is electric. You can do both at the same time if you want to heat it up fast, or just pick one or the other, okay? Right here is your water pump. So if you want to take water out of your tank, you would just arm the water pump right here. So you also have a fresh tank heater, a gray tank heater, and a black tank heater. So these are just little pads that heat up these tanks. If it's below freezing and you're kind of nervous that something might freeze, you just turn these on and they'll lightly just heat those and keep those from freezing. This is a porch light outside, awning light outside. We also have interior lights for the main track right here in the kitchen, and some floodlights for outside under the coach. We have our front awning, retract and extend. We have our rear awning, retract and extend. Slide in and slide out. This button right here does all our living room slides. Okay, and we'll do that at the end. And then this slide right here does our bedroom slides. Okay, so moving on. If you want to put the camera down up under here, you'll notice we have 7 different switches. So you might need to play with these, find out where they go, and then label them. This is our backup camera screen, and I'll show you that when you get here, how that works in your truck. Coming right here, this is how we would turn on our fridge. Right here with this button, this is how we pick if we want gas, automatic, or electric. I go with automatic because then if we're plugged into shore power, it'll automatically pick shore power. If we have gas and no shore power, it'll automatically just go to gas. Right here is where we can set our temperature from 1 to 9, 9 being the coldest. I read that they recommend that you be at about 7. That's a good setting for the fridge and the freezer. Coming over here, we have, it's a convection microwave oven. We also have light off and on for right here, and also exhaust high and low and off right here. So you don't need to bring your own fire to ignite these. You would just turn on. Right now we're going to go for the center one. I'm going to turn the propane on and click that, and we're going. Now I'm going to do the one on the right and the one on the left. Pretty cool. The oven is also going to work the same way. So right here is your timer. Right here is where you would hold this down right here, and it's automatically trying to ignite it down here. So you need to get down here and check for the pilot light, okay? And coming over here, so you have what do they call a smart TV, so you can get your Netflix, Hulu, Roku, even ESPN from here. Basically, if you're connected to the internet, this TV will will run all your internet programming right from here into your TV. You don't have to add a PlayStation or an Xbox or any outside source to get those programs. Your TV up and down button is right here. Pretty cool. You also have speakers here for your indoor stereo. Right here is your Rockford Fosgate stereo. So you can Bluetooth this to your phone, so you can listen to the music from your phone. Or you got the AM, FM stereo settings, and you can listen to the speakers inside and outside. You just got to play with this and get to know how this system works. And I'm going to turn this off right now. And down here is your fireplace. Also comes with a remote. So fireplace is on. I can change the color of the flame. I can pick a temperature, 82 degrees. This is an electric source of heat, so you don't have to use your propane. It'll heat, I think, 400 square feet, which is basically this whole coach right here with this electric heat. It's pretty cool. You also have a timer, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. You can change even the rock colors, and you can even dim it. Pretty cool. And you can just turn off the heat if you just want the ambiance from the flame and no heat. You can do that. Back here, we have a couch that has memory foam, so it can also go into a bed. So you just take those cushions off, lift up and out, and then just make sure to put these legs down. And voila, here's your bed. You can even put the cushions up here for like a sort of a headboard. It's a pretty comfortable little second bed. And it's easy to put back into place. And since we're over here, if you wanted to get a shot of this, this is one of our emergency exits. So you just push this out, pull this to get the screen out, and then, gosh, I think you would just have to dive on out of there. And then while we're over here, you got USB ports to plug in phones and iPads and stuff. You got a plug in here also for the same thing. And then down here is a carbon monoxide and propane alarm. Okay? You also have these types of plugs on the other side of the couch. So there's lots of ways to get power for your laptops and your phones and pads and stuff. Right here, so you can just lift these off. These are just cool little tables that swivel. Now down here, if you want to turn the lights on for underneath, it's this button. If you want to, extend or recline, it's all electric. You just hit these buttons. And then you also have a massage and a heat setting. So these couches basically do it all right here. And also the shades, pull down and then pull up. And all the shades in this coach work the same way. And let me see, yeah, we'll move on up into, oh, sorry, before we go up there, I want to show you this thing. It's a kick panel. So say you got all the dirt up here from a broom and you lift this, it sucks all the dirt right up into there, into the bag that's outside in the storage area. And actually, I want to show you this over here. So here's one TV remote. Here's the other TV remote. And right here is the remote for the fireplace. Here's all your booklets for this unit. Information guides. This is a one key does everything coach now. So you got one key and two keys. And this will run all the doors, all the baggage, everything. Lift this up right here. This right here is how you would turn your water on. And you even got a little spray port right there. And now we'll move up into the bathroom and then on into the bedroom. Sorry, it's kind of tight spacing in here. So with the toilet, with this kick pedal down here, you would go halfway down to get the water going, all the way down to open it, okay? Right here is your switch for your lights, and then up here you got a fan switch. Okay, and then in here we got some chemicals for you. We also have the toilet paper roll right here. We just let you decide where to put that, okay guys? Also, when you're traveling, make sure this is locked into place so it doesn't bang around while you're traveling. And then we'll go on into the bedroom. So, here is another cooling control system. This is just for the bedroom AC, guys. It doesn't do heat, it just does the second AC for the bedroom. Right here is the light switch for the bedroom, and I want to show you something. So up here, these are open now, so you'll get just the AC dumping out of here. If you close these tabs, now it'll run through the ducting. If you want to, yeah, show them the ducting. Here's another smoke alarm, and I also want to show you something pretty cool. This is a king size bed. So if you lift this bed up, you got a bunch of nicely done storage in here. You also have this. So this pulls out. You can put things in here too. Also, here's your second TV. This is pretty cool. So right here, this lifts up, kind of like a secret little hiding spot. And your shades here. This is your other emergency exit. Works the same way. You just push that out, pull this to get the screen, and then you can just dive out. Back behind here, if you want to come over here, back behind here is a closet, but also you have washer and dryer hookups if you need to hook up your washer and dryer. If you want to choose to get that, you can talk to me or anyone else in parts, and we can tell you about how much it would cost to add the washer and dryer. And then right here is your walk-in closet. And just make sure when you're traveling that you have this closed and locked into place so they don't bang around while you're moving. And that should do it for the walkthrough here. My name is Nate, and enjoy your solitude.